Join me as I dive deep into the complex situation of Taiwan and see if I can make sense of the tensions between China and U.S. ambitions. Taiwan's geopolitical situation is a complex web of power struggles, historical rivalries, and conflicting interests. It's a region where the ambitions of China and the United States collide, and the stakes are higher than ever. China's military threats towards Taiwan have been escalating in recent years, with a significant increase in military exercises, naval deployments, and aircraft incursions into Taiwan's air defense zone. This growing assertiveness has raised concerns not only in Taiwan, but also in the United States, which has long been a key player in the region. The implications of U.S. involvement are multifaceted, with the potential to either diffuse or inflame the situation. On one hand, the U.S. has a long-standing commitment to Taiwan's security, which could embolden Taipei to resist Beijing's pressure. On the other hand, any direct confrontation between the U.S. and China would have far-reaching consequences for the entire region. The Chinese government has been consistently clear about its intentions to reunify Taiwan with the mainland, and has not ruled out the use of force to achieve this goal. In response, Taiwan has been bolstering its defenses, including the development of asymmetric warfare capabilities and enhanced cooperation with the U.S. military. This tit-for-tat escalation has created an atmosphere of tension and uncertainty, with both sides claiming the moral high ground. The risk of miscalculation is high, and even a small incident could spark a wider conflict. This is compounded by the lack of direct communication channels between Taipei and Beijing, which makes it difficult to de-escalate tensions quickly. Furthermore, the Trump administration's unpredictable foreign policy has added another layer of complexity to the situation, with some analysts fearing that the U.S. might abandon its commitment to Taiwan in a bid to curry favor with Beijing. From a military perspective, the balance of power is shifting in China's favor, with the People's Liberation Army undergoing rapid modernization and expansion. This has significant implications for Taiwan's defense strategy, which is heavily reliant on the U.S. for military support. In the event of a conflict, Taiwan's ability to resist a Chinese invasion would depend on the timely intervention of the U.S. military, which is not guaranteed. Historically, the Taiwan Strait has been a flashpoint for conflict, with the Chinese Civil War and the Korean War both having significant implications for the region. Today, the situation is no less complex, with the added dimension of U.S. involvement. The 1979 Taiwan Relations Act, which governs U.S.-Taiwan relations, is ambiguous about the extent of U.S. military support in the event of a conflict. This ambiguity has created a sense of uncertainty, which China has exploited to gradually increase its military pressure on Taiwan. Fast forward to the present day, and the situation is more precarious than ever. The Chinese government has tightened its grip on Hong Kong, and there are fears that Taiwan could be next. The Taiwanese government, led by President Tsai Ing-wen, has been trying to carve out a distinct identity for the island, which has irked Beijing. This has led to a dramatic increase in Chinese military activity, with bombers and fighter jets regularly probing Taiwan's air defenses. Looking ahead, the consequences of escalating tensions are dire. A conflict over Taiwan would have far-reaching implications for global trade, security, and stability. It could also spark a wider war, drawing in other regional players such as Japan and South Korea. The economic costs would be catastrophic, with the possibility of a global recession. In conclusion, Taiwan is indeed on the brink of a crisis, with the ambitions of China and the United States on a collision course. The situation is complex, precarious, and potentially explosive. Taiwan's future hangs in the balance, and it's up to us to understand the implications of this delicate situation. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this complex issue in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring this topic further, be sure to check out my related videos for deeper insights.